Sometimes when programming, we need to repeat the same block of code again and again and again. And for those situations, loops become very, very useful. There are basically two kinds of loops, the for loop and the while loop. In this lecture, we will talk about the for loop, and in the next one, we will talk about the while loop. So, starting with the for loop, what is the for loop? A for loop is a statement which allows code to be repeatedly executed, as I said. And in front of you, in pink, you can see its syntax. First, you write the for keyword, then parentheses. Inside the parentheses, you must write three statements separated by semicolons. I will explain them in a bit. Next, you must write the usual curly braces, and inside the curly braces, the code you want to be repeatedly executed. So what are these statements? Statement 1 is executed before the loop, and it's used to initialize a variable that we will use as a counter. And now I will jump to an example so you can see it more clearly. Here I'm initializing the variable, which will be the counter. In this case, I'm initializing it with a 0. Statement 2 defines the condition for running the loop. This one refers to the condition that must be true to continue looping. In our example here, the second statement is this right here, and if I is less than 5, it will run another loop. Statement 3 is executed each time after the loop or the block of code has been executed, and we will use it to add 1 or subtract 1 to the counter. As you remember, this operator right here adds 1 to the variable I in this case. So now that we have all the pieces, I can click on Run, and we see that the for loop has printed 5 numbers to console. It starts with 0, because I'm initializing the variable with 0, and continues until the value reaches 4, because 4 is the last number that is less than 5. Each time it does a loop, systemoutPrintln prints loop number, and then I print the number of the counter to console to know the loops it has gone through. And that's it. As you can see, it's not that difficult. In the next lecture, we will talk about another kind of loop, the while loop.